Welcome back to Game Over, guys.
I'm Dan.
Ooh, and I'm hurtling through space to a friendly coral tentacle.
Oh, you jumped to a henge, and there are a lot of henges on this planet.
Oh my. I should probably claim the...
Cow meow.
Cow meow. What? How dare you?
Bees.
No time for bees here. Yeah. Ooh, I hate bees. They do a necessary service, but I don't appreciate them being near me.
You know, I just remembered one of my favorite Dungeons and Dragons stories. Oh, that's going to be one of them bite you plants.
So I'm going to build on the left half of the planet.
Now this was when, I know for me, just we were first getting started into Dungeons and Dragons, and I believe it was a Dragonlance campaign. Oh, Tentacle Heads.
Already?
You do have 4 planets claimed.
Is this the mayor?
Yep. So, I played a sorcerer. Brian here was playing a fighter. And we had gone into this heavily occupied town. I forget who it was that was occupying it. But
bad guys.
Bad guys.
Not us other bad guys. Because we're not the best.
So, we went through town, you know, following the MacGuffins and whatnot. Until it came to a point where we had reached a standstill. And the best thing we could think of was to speak with the mayor and try and learn some stuff about these bad guys and really figure out, like, what the hell is going on in this place. So, while I'm just kind of sitting at a tavern, Brian just gets up purposefully and walks out. After a minute or two, I realize this, and I start going after him. I follow him. The Elven Ranger who was with us then follows me. The Elven Ranger, mind you, couldn't speak Common. So everything he said, he had to get translated by our wizard friend's familiar, who would then translate it to the wizard, who would then translate it to us.
It was all a silly contrivance, and we loved it.
We made them talk to each other every time. So I walk down the road and I see our friend Dirk Dakari sitting there outside the gates of the mayor's compound, demanding to be let in. The guards, start sneering at him, giving him shit like, "Oh, we're getting tired to see the mayor."
Oh.
So, after just having enough of their shit, he climbs the gate, leaps over it, almost Superman style.
I did a very good climb check.
I think it may have been a natural 20. So he gets over the gate. The guards, flabbergasted, start sounding the alarm, which was a very intricate system of horn blows and...
Which I went to the trouble of learning.
Yeah, I think you wrote them down.
I did. It was like, oh, well, 1 blow for all clear, 2 blows for oh my god save us, and 3 for the false alarm. And I was like, oh really?
I feel this will come in handy.
Well, gee whiz, isn't it great that we took a horn off a guy?
So, the inevitable combat starts. We get so many rounds before reinforcements start blaring down the roads in full martial prowess. I reach the gate. I do my best to fire off with minimal spells I have to, like, a level 2 character?
Yeah. Sounds about
right. The ranger comes up, sees what's going on. He tries to scale one of the walls, see that it's heavily barbed. Starts trying to melt down the spikes so he can get a foothold, which ends up taking him completely out of the combat.
Busy with his engineering.
The wizard shows up and just kind of starts shouting how what we're doing is unacceptable. Until I realized that I had a certain spell on my list. Now, Dakari was doing pretty damn well on his own in there, holding everything off since they couldn't reach the squishies on the other side of the gate. But, little extra reach, little extra size, little extra strength definitely would have helped him out. I then realized I have enlarged person prepared. I scream for Dirk Dakari to grant me permission. He does, not knowing what the hell I have in mind. And all of a sudden he just erupts into a monstrosity of himself.
Kaboom!
and starts cleaving things down left and right, including part of the mayor's house.
I was doing all right.
I believe it was a cleric or a paladin we had with us of some faith banned by these said bad guys. Came over. Oh.
That's that. Well, not too bad.
Well, certainly got a lot of crystals on that run.
Alright. Dan, you want up? Or you want to keep going?
I'll keep going.
Okay.
Let's see what we can afford for 500. Can we get faster building stuff?
Yep. Boo boo! Maybe it's a good idea. I don't know.
Pro tip, stay out of the sun.
Alright.
So where was I? Paladin somehow worked his way in and joined Ikari in this. The wizard, after he got done screaming with us, realized there was a chance with our nonsense. So he also made the paladin enlarged. It turned out to be a mini kaiju battle inside of this compound. With all the guards taken out inside the gates, Dirk here blew the horn in the proper pattern. Sounded the all clear, like I think a round or 2 rounds before we were overrun entirely. And the DM just stood up at the table and went, "All right, I'm going outside for a minute. I need a drink. You weren't supposed to win that. I need to figure out what the hell's going to happen." And he just left the room.
I was happy with that.
Commenced the high fives.
We broke the game! Again. I think it's always a job well done when we're able to completely break the rules. Or not the rules, but the intention.
Yeah, we break the game. The rule, we all do it. We do it entirely within the rules. And it's never malicious. It's always...
It was logic driven.
It's always for the humorverse.
More plants! I would love to have clothing in this game. I feel like I should have it, but I'm a big old failure.
You would be far too tough if you had pants.
Man, I managed to find that 8-ball. I was going strong, and I know
you found the beard guy.
Yeah, well, live and learn and get better. We seem to be making steady progress.
Yeah. Oop. Found like 5 plot devices last round.
Yeah, and they weren't like repeating ones. So, good job, everyone. Whoop. Okay. So, DM comes back, looks around the table.
Give me will saves. I rolled like a 19. Like the highest I could roll without having an auto success. I'm like, all right, that's like a 26. Fail. Well, I'm terrified. Damn right you are. Blue dragon descends from the sky.
It was like 4 blue dragons.
That's right. It was they're like Dragon Rider battalion.
Yep.
It made me happy that it took a squadron of Dragon Riders to stop us petty level 2s.
I was pleased with that. Awesome.
About the one, the Mage's Trial or whatever.
The Mage's Trial?
The one that you wrote up.
Oh, so we're playing a different game. Same game, different people, different group. And one of the party members was a wizard. And there's like all these rules for being a wizard, like, you know, it's dangerous altering the fabric of reality, so you gotta, like, you know, get your certification. So he goes to the Tower of Wizards.
Give me a second for that motorcycle.
that motorcycle has been having a party outside all day.
I think they're just going around the block.
That's so people know how cool motorcycle riders are. I don't know if you could tell, but it's like really awesome being a motorcycle rider. So they will rev their really loud engines to show you how cool and loud they are. And they will just ride around the block over and over seeking affirmation. It's like, oh, you guys are really cool. And they're like, yeah, whatever. Or, if you shake your fist at them, like, you damn 46-year-old, cut out that noise. I'm a 20-something. That's to, like, serve you, like, Hostess cakes at, like, 3 a.m. when you're coming back from, like, a Motorhead show or whatever it is you do. And they're like, I'm a rebel. I don't listen to whatever it is you squares with jobs and responsibilities are trying to put on me. Serve me my Hostess cakes at 3 a.m. And you're like, I gotta respect you for your 46-year-old rebellion. Those chops are pretty serious, my friends. Rock on. While the rest of the world tries to carry on and keep it from disintegrating, you just keep on your Gen X rebellion. Thanks for keeping us in our places with your loud motorcycles. I would then proceed to lean over my retail counter and just try and bite his nose off. But I feel like he would see that as further affirmation of how cool he is. That the common man wants to bite him in the face. I love you, motorcycle rider. You and your midlife crisis that just would never end.
I'm only picturing what was that movie? Because it was a shitty movie.
Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs.
Or Dad Hogs. Wild Dads.
Yeah, Tim Allen on a motorcycle.
That's what I always see. It's like Tim Allen and John Travolta and like whatever the other one was, Ice Cube. It seems like it would be Ice Cube.
That's who I see.
Oh, no! Okay. Oh, I have made an enemy of Space Dragon.
Very early this time.
Listen, is this my first planet? No. I've been to the rodeo before. I can maybe avoid getting murdered. I'm just gonna stand here and I'm gonna take it.
Tim Allen wished bad things on us.
Tim Allen, no. You've done such steady work.
Like the Santa Claus, the Santa Claus 2, the Santa Claus 3,
the Santa-ing,
Santa Claus 4, the reclausing.
Santa goes to Kwanzaa. Man, he just kept on getting paid. Wish I got paid. Like, I'd play this as dressed as Santa Claus if it meant, I was making Tim Allen money. Man, I could afford, like, a second bathroom.
Santa Claus 5. Santa in space.
I'm going to a new planet, apparently. I may have screwed up. Okay. Space Dragon, come harm this planet that I don't have property on.
It's really fucking up your real estate values.
Camera, don't betray me now. We're leaving, Space Dragon. No.
Watch your health, you're not getting healed by the planet.
Uh-oh! Oh, I have not made allies. Come on. Yeah! Original world, heal me! Okay. So yeah, motorcycle. He's been just rolling around the block, being like a tough guy.
It appears Tim Allen's gone, so if you wish to continue your story.
There was a story?
Yeah, the mage trials.
Oh god, I don't even care about that anymore. There's so many real world problems.
But you killed the dragon.
Like me being a square compared to motorcycle dad out there. Yeah, get him! The police are onto him. Your callous rebellion has gone on long enough. Go back to the 1980s. But yeah, so mage trials were going on. Next time on Game Over, guys, maybe I'll tell a story.